All right, so let's start off with Lions Bears. Great division game. Lions are favored by 3 points. I'm kind of surprised that that's all they are favored by. Money line here is minus 172. Bears plus 143. Over unders at 40 points. I'm going to take the under on that. I'm taking the Lions. I don't think it should be particularly close, but last time they played each other, it was.
I got the Lions.
I think that was the best shot for the Bears was there. I think the Lions are going to play a better game, but I do think it's an entertaining game, and I hope that the over is well over 40.
Yeah. Next one is going to be Saints versus Panthers. Point spread here is minus 5.5 to the Saints. I think the Saints should win this one pretty easily, but I hope that Chuba Hubbard runs for 175 yards.
Saints.
Yeah. Saints and the points.
Yep. Over under on that is 37.5. I'll probably take the under on that too.
Oh, have to. With that offense?
Yeah.
Panthers?
Yeah. Falcons, Bucks, point spread here. Falcons are favored by 2.5. I'm going to take the Buccaneers on this. I don't know who the Falcons are, and I think the Bucks just have the better team. Mike Evans has another 100-yard game, and I'm taking the Bucks.
Gotta go Bucks. Yeah.
Falcons won the first game on a walk-off field goal. I think that divisional opponents give me the Bucks. They need to. If not, they're not winning the NFC South. Give me the Bucks.
Over-under is 40.5 points. I'm also taking the under on that. Bengals versus Colts. Bengals are favored by 1.5. Jake Browning is the truth and has proven that Joe Burrow just plays in a system. He's actually not that good. And so I'm taking the Bengals on this one.
Give me the Bengals. Jake Shiesty, baby.
Give me the Colts.
Oh my God.
Give me Minshew mania back again. I think the Colts defense actually is playing. They are causing turnovers or special teams. They're getting points. Fantasy wise, they have 71 points over the last 4 games. Give me the Colts to win this game, and the feel good of Browning ends.
Browning fed Jamar Chase the shit out of the football.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
Expect more of the same there. New York Jets versus the Texans. Texans are favored by only 3.5. That's kind of crazy to me. I think the Texans are going to beat the shit out of the Jets, and it's going to be way more than that. Over-unders at 33.5 points. I'm taking the over on that as well.
I'm going to take the Jets. I think the Jets beat them. After all we just said about Zach Wilson, that defense is going to stop C.J. Stroud. The Jets are going to find a way.
Yeah, and no Tank Dell for the Texans. It's a tough task, tall task, but I'm taking C.J. Stroud and the Texans. I think that C.J. he is too dialed in and is going to make the bigger plays when needed to win. Give me Houston.
Yeah. Next up is San Fran and the Seahawks. Point spread here is that the Niners are favored by 10.5 points. That is really tough. Over unders at 46.5. I'm going to take the under on that. I do think the 49ers win, but I think it's going to be closer than 10.5 points.
Yeah. I think exactly. I think that 49ers win, but I don't think they win by over 10.5. I think it's going to be a closer game than that.
Division game.
Yeah.
BCB Niners roll. And I do think, especially with the Seahawks backfield, maybe one of their guys, Walker or Charbonnet, plays, but they can't have any type of run game and they have to pass all game. Good luck. Niners win this one.
Raiders, Vikings. Point spread here is going to the Vikings -3. Over unders 40.5 points. I don't know where Vegas is getting all these points from. I'm going to take the under on that, and I'm also going to go with the Vikings here against the Raiders.
I gotta go Vikings. I just can't trust the Raiders right now.
Yeah.
The Vikings, Josh Dobbs gets back on track.
Taking the Vikes as well. I think that the Vikings they need to win this game. That was a really tough home loss. I think they bounce back and win.
Chargers versus Broncos. Chargers are favored by 2.5 points. I'm taking the Broncos. They're just too good right now. And the Chargers are just an absolute mess. So I'm going with Broncos here. Over unders 43.5 points. I'm going to take the under on that as well.
Yeah, give me the Broncos. I would have taken Broncos up until like 3, 4.5. I think they how can you look at the Chargers and trust that team right now?
Crazy that they're favored.
Yeah, I was floored when you just said that. I was expecting you to say Broncos by like 3.
Yeah, Denver. They have more belief. They had a tough loss to the Texans, which is also a playoff team. The Chargers barely escaped a victory against the Patriots that can't score. Give me Denver.
Next up, we got Chiefs and Buffalo Bills. This is going to be a great game, I think. If the Bills that played the Eagles a couple weeks ago show up, I think that the Bills should take this one, even though the Chiefs are favored by 1.5. I'm going Bills. The Chiefs can't be trusted right now. They just can't. Just haven't been able to trust the way they've been playing. I know that a lot of people are still high on them, and rightfully so, defending Super Bowl chance, blah, 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 blah. But the way that they have played this entire season does not make me feel good. I'm going with the Bills on this, and 40.5 points as over under. I'm going to take the over on that.
Patrick Mahomes doesn't lose 2 straight games. I think it's as simple as that. I think it's going to be close. I wanted to take the Bills, but Patrick Mahomes isn't losing 2 straight games.
Yeah, but when you think of it, both teams had some pretty the gut-wrenching loss was more for Buffalo than it was Kansas City. Buffalo needs to win this game more than Kansas City again, but I'm with you. I don't think Kansas City loses 2 in a row the way that they do. But they haven't won a game when they've allowed more than 19 points, I think, all season. I'm pretty sure on that. You might have to – if I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong on that, but I think I saw that they got to play well defensively, and I do think Kansas City wins this game.
All right, next up is Cowboys versus Eagles. Another great game. Last time they met each other earlier in the season, the Eagles took this one with a last-minute play from Jalen Hurts. Point spread here is Cowboys are favored in Dallas by 3.5, and I think that's the only reason that they are favored by 3.5 is because it is in Dallas. I believe, what's the win streak at home right now? Is it at 14, 15? Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Cowboys, but won't be surprised if the Eagles take a win on this one. Over under is 51.5.
Give me the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, MVP. Ain't that right, Brad?
Yeah, okay. And well, this will be the test, right? Dak Prescott has to prove himself. This is going to be the game. The Cowboys are 1 and 2 against teams with a record of 500 or better. And they've had a very soft schedule. So what's it going to look like when he goes up against the Eagles yet again? Is it going to show up or show out?
I think that the Eagles were so embarrassed. I think they pull it off in Dallas, and I think that we're going to have questions about Dallas. Dallas is great, but I think that Philly. There's doubts now about Philly. I think Philly goes to Dallas and pulls the upset.
There you go. Dolphins, Tennessee. Dolphins are favored by 13.5.
Well, that's on a Monday night. We have 2 Monday night games this week.
Yeah.
Oh,
both at the same time. Can
we? Let's just predict these because they're going to be going on while we're live, and we're really bad at predicting these. So Dolphins should be easy. I'm going to take the Dolphins on this one, 13.5, and Titans cover.
Yeah, Dolphins win this.
Fins up.
Fins up.
The second Monday night game is Giants Green Bay.
No, it's not. That's not a thing. That's not a Dolphin. I know with JU, I figured this out recently with Jacksonville University with the Dolphins. It's fins up. Like fins up JU, like JU.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Second Monday night game is Giants and Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 6.5.
Go Packers. Go Packers.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Wow. Okay.
I just wanted to unmute myself.
Well.
Oh, Rocco, you're still here.
Are we allowed to do this?
Rocco, thanks for coming.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, you're muted again.
Oh, damn.
I did that to myself.
Well, for good reason. Good reason.
How we do on that, Rocco?
He didn't record.
He didn't listen.
He didn't. There's no chance.
Actually, really well. There were a few times where you guys got to like 47 seconds, but like
you just made that number up.
No, I'm dead serious. I looked down and it was 47, and then I would reset it. But for the most part, pretty good. Pretty good.